Well, it was a photo that almost ended her career. A year ago, as a joke, Kathy Griffin shared a controversial photo holding up a mock severed Donald Trump head. It landed her under a federal investigation and dropped from her tour dates, TV gigs, and friends. Well, now she's returning to the stage with a new tour and kicking off here in Canada with some very expensive props. Welcome, Kathy Griffin.
Thank you very much. The craft department at Team Griffin has been very busy. I just scotch taped this, and no, that's not a paid spokesperson ad. But yes, I'm very excited to be in Ottawa, sold out, Toronto, Massey Hall, Kitchener, Center in the Square, Calgary, Southern Jube, Vancouver, Orpheum. Go to kathygriffin.com. What a year I've had.
I know. You came out the other end. How does it feel to be back?
I need to stay here.
You do?
Yeah, will you guys take me?
Well,
I don't know if you guys appreciate what it's like to wake up to a prime minister who every day isn't tweeting, oh, we might start a nuclear war, or we're going to decimate Kathy Griffin, or crooked Hillary. So we're just all living in this craziness. And after that photo really did almost take me down, meaning the president, the first family, and you know, let's get into those idiots. Oh, first of all, did you see that the president, I call him the accidental president because he's not supposed to be. We're supposed to have Hillary Clinton. Anyway, there was some meddling, and there have been 14 indictments, by the way. The last reporter said a couple. There have been 14 indictments, okay? The Russians interfered and maybe, all right. So anyway, I thought I better make it funny. So obviously naming the tour Laugh Your Head Off.
Yes.
I'm leaning in to the photo, as they say.
But you're leaning into it. You've come out the other end of a really rough year.
I was detained at, I'm on the Interpol list. I was detained at the airport here, and I did 15 countries overseas, and I was detained at every single airport, and yet I had to get on stage and talk smack about the orange fool.
Yeah, but you've got to keep going. It's just as a human being, you've got to keep going. So at any point, have you sat down and asked yourself, do I regret this, or did I need to go through
all those questions.
This? Yeah?
Okay, so first of all, I took the picture, and I've taken a lot of shocking pictures. Sure. It's not my day job. I know I look like a model today. There's no applause break. I thought there'd be like a big applause break. But no, I've been doing comedy. I'm 57 years old. I've been doing comedy for decades. I actually know Trump, believe it or not. So really, just the price of admission alone, you're going to hear stories about my own personal interactions with this idiot. And I mean idiot's kind. I mean, he's aggressively stupid. He's not just stupid. And so I've done, like, believe it or not, I was on The Apprentice twice as part of challenges. So I have this one story in my act about spending the day with the Donald. He wants to be called the Donald, which is the weird, and Liza Minnelli. So Kathy Griffin, Liza Minnelli, and the Donald in a small room. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. So your very own Jim Carrey called me that fateful day when I thought it was all over and I was sobbing and my friends were ditching me left and right and people were going out of their way to like kick me when I was down. And Jim Carrey called me and he goes, today, you're the most famous comedian in the world. And I was sobbing. I go, Jim, for all the wrong reasons. And he goes, no, use it. He goes, you have an act that comedians would give their right arm for. So I'm going to tell it to the world.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you, because I always heard growing up that comedy, real good comedy, could come from a place of pain and struggle. And
guilty.
So when you heard that from Jim, did you all of a sudden just start mining? This
Honestly,
year?
pretty much like the first 2 days, I was like really a wreck. I mean, first of all, my mother thought I had joined Al Qaeda. Now, she's 98 years old and she's drunk, but she was like, of all the clubs, why did you join Al Qaeda? I'm like, Mom, turn off the Fox News. It isn't real. So that even is funny. Yeah. So I got a call from Rosie O'Donnell, who is like the preeminent expert on being trolled by Trump. Sure. And Rosie goes, tape it. I go, my mother turning on me? And she goes, that's hilarious, tape it. So I did. I have a tape of my mother going, you're on your own. And so you got to look for the funny in everything.
And you've got this, get this call from Jim Carrey who helps you through it. Yeah. But then there were people that you depended on who turned their backs on.
Honey, they all did. Yeah. Like, let's not, let's be honest, they all did. Yeah. Although I have to say, one thing that I don't like is when people go, and the worst thing of all was when she got fired from CNN. First of all, I only worked there one night a year. I'm not exactly a correspondent, or would be a very appropriate one. But of course, when Anderson Cooper turned on me, that one just plain hurt. Because, we all have that one friend where we think like, well, they won't. Right. So that one hurt. But
sometimes you need something like that to have a reset in your life to say, okay, this is actually how it should be, because everything I was living before probably wasn't exactly accurate.
Well, I will say it's been quite a lesson. And the comedian Cat Williams also called me that day. And he said, get out a pen and a piece of paper and write down the people who've called you today. And at the end of the day, you'll know your real friends. And at the end of the day, there were 3 names. 3 people were like supportive. Everybody threw me under the bus. My agents, my publicists, they were all like, get out of here. So now I'm just dangerous, and I'm embracing it.
Well, I gotta say, Kathy, as we said, if true great comedy comes from a place of pain, then this tour is going to knock people's socks off. Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. I'm thrilled to be back.
And Kathy's tour, Laugh Your Head Off, kicks off in Ottawa tomorrow.